Hi, you guys. My name is Jorge Corona, and I'm gonna remind you, fellow apes, of having an exit strategy. So I know everyone wants to say they have diamond hands, but not everyone does. And some people have different exit strategies. Some people are just in it for the money and not really causing pain for the hedges. Some people want to cause pain to the hedges. You do you, and just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is my strategy. I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm gonna share this document with you guys because you guys can play with the numbers and be like, oh, which one works for me. And this kind of depends on your risk level and how much you believe this stock is going to go to and what it actually does. But you need to have a plan and you need to execute it. And so this is my estimate that the lowest it can go is 800 bucks, highest it can go is $5,000. Will we reach that? I don't know. We don't know. You guys might have different numbers. This is my numbers. So here's some strategies for getting rid of these shares. First one is going up and down. Like maybe for you, your paper hands, and you see hit 800 bucks, you want to get out, and that's okay. I'm not judging you. You go, and I think you should have multiple points of getting out. So I'm saying, 20%, it goes up some more. Okay, you hit your mark, which was $1,000. You get out most of your shares, 60%. It goes down or it can go up, but I'm saying it goes down and you get out 10%. And the last 10%, I think you should hold as long as you want to hold. You can get out whenever you want to. And this play here is $130,000 for the initial investment of $3,000, which is ridiculous. And it goes up and down. That's just a little chart. I'm like, okay, that to me is if you're paper hands. And you can also be paper hands and you want to be a little more aggressive, I guess, but not too much. You wait until it reaches a thousand, and then you get some shares, and then it can go up or down some percentage, and you get rid of the rest of your 80%. You're like, you got some money, and you're like, okay, I see it going down, paper hand it, boom, 137. I don't like this one here, like 2 points. The more points, in my opinion, is better because things can go up or they can go down. But overall, I think you're going to benefit. But this all goes down to your risk level. If you have balls of steel and you want to wait until it's $2,900, which is to me, that's the mid range, then you can make $400,000. If you have diamond hands and you're going to wait for ultimate punishment, in my opinion, that's $5,000. So all the shares at $5,000, you can make $700,000, which to me, this is the riskiest you can do. And no one says that we will ever get there. And not to be negative, but like, let's be realistic here. They're going to do everything in their hands to prevent this from happening. I mean, they can't really limit us from going up, but I think they can do a lot to not make us reach 5,000. Maybe not even make us reach 2,500. They're gonna throw everything at us to stop it. To get delisted, whatever it takes. This is a fight, and so to me, it's like, okay, this is what I want, but I also know that this is how they play. This is how they fight. And let me tell you, they don't pay. They don't play fair. They don't fight fair. So to me, in my opinion, I think diamond hands is out of the question. Also, balls of steel out of the question. To me, is I want to get some tendies at certain points. So let's keep going on. This is more of my style here, going up. But now I'm waiting some more. Maybe I'm saying, you know what? I'm being very optimistic. Maybe I might hit 5,000 at the last 10% of my shares. Okay, in this case, I get up to $300,000. That's ridiculous, you know. And more realistic though, I'm probably gonna go take some money at 600, take a little bit more at 800, a little more at 1500, a little more at 2000, and my maximum is gonna be a little less than the mid range, which is $2,500. And in this case, I'm gonna get $200,000 for this trade, if this even makes it that much. And to me, that is fantastic, you know. Remember, guys, this is going to happen over a series of a couple of days. It's not going to be like, oh, I missed a shot. No, no, it's going to be a couple of days to get there. It may be even a couple of weeks, you know. And in my opinion, I think this is going to be a couple of weeks because we're going to get to certain levels and it's going to kind of stagger in there. And we go to no certain levels and it's going to stagger in there. And so we're just going to have to wait. But in my opinion, I think it's okay for you guys to get some money. You know, this is life-changing money for everybody. And so this is just some strategies, and this can be absolutely wrong for you guys. But the point of this video is to have a game plan. What is your game plan to get out? And you can go ahead and put in your shares and what you bought it at and what your break-even price is, right? Because as you know, there's always a chance that this goes to shit and it goes down to below what you bought. Your average is $26 here. So if it goes to $30, it's like, oh, okay, I have to sell at $30. And one last thing is, should you have limits? And the answer is no. You shouldn't have limits. You should have reminders. So just right click on this in Webull or go to Robinhood or whatever your broker is and create an alert. And if you do an alert, you can only have 6, I guess, but you can go and have different alerts here. And this actually was my initial alert when I didn't know the range. But now I know that the range is much bigger than I thought. So now I have to update this and set the triggers. And why would you do this instead of having limit orders? And the reason is because hedge funds, market makers, they know the limit order, and so they can use that against you to push it down to trigger that limit order and sell, even though you don't want to sell, right? Maybe you wanted to sell for $1,000, but if you got more, you'll sell for more. But they pushed it down and they made you sell for $1,000 and you sold, but then a minute later it goes up to $1,500, and so you missed out on that $500 extra. And so you're like, oh wow, like if I didn't have a limit order, I could have decided to sell or not sell. But if you get an alert, you're gonna get that message saying, hey, think about selling right now some shares, and you're gonna look at your exit strategy. How much am I gonna go and sell right now? 10%, 20%, 60%. Okay, that's how much I'm gonna sell. I'm ready to pull the trigger. Okay, and nope. Yes or no. It's up to you to pull the trigger or not. Some people, they really need the money, and that's okay. You can go ahead and pull the trigger. Some people can hold off. And even though you have exit strategy, that doesn't mean you're going to go and pull the trigger, because maybe you reach $600 and you're going to pull the trigger, but then you go to $700 and you're like, okay, I'm going to wait. I'll wait at $700. Oh, it goes back down to $600. Okay, I'm going to pull it now. Get some money. But maybe instead of that, it goes to $700. And then you wait, and it goes to $800. Now you're at $800. Your second trigger. And you're like, okay, I'm on my second trigger. So now I can go and get rid of both the shares if I wanted to go and pull the trigger on both and get more money, right? So right now, you know, this will give me, if it was $800, it'll give me another $4,000 extra because I waited, right? And this can go and snowball up. You know, you're like, oh wait, I want to wait to $1,500 because it's been a good day, or I'm just gonna wait. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait for $1,500, and now you made an extra couple $1,000 just by waiting. You know, but you know, if one of them goes down, you're like, okay, one of my exit points is $800. I still get that alert, and so maybe you exit at that point when it goes down, because it's gonna go up and it's gonna down, right? One of the things that no one really talks about is that it doesn't just go up; it's gonna go down, and it's up to you to have these triggers ready, you know, because maybe you didn't sell at $800, but now it's going down, and you're scared that it may never go back up, and so you're like, well, my exit strategy is 20%. Okay, I got rid of the 20%. Now it's gone, and you're like, okay, that money's gone. Yeah, my $700, but then, oh, it starts picking back up. Okay, now it's actually at $2,000. I'm like, wow, I shouldn't have sold, and I paper handed it, but that's okay. It was only 20%. I still have 80% now. I still got, shares to get rid of. Okay, that was like my loss. It's fine because I made some money and I can make more money now. And so remember, this is a fight you're having with yourself and also with the hedge funds. And so you have to be prepared. And have that exit strategy here. But anyways, the point of this is just to have a plan to get out of your AMC trades. And remember, your plan is different than everyone else's plan, and everyone has their ins and outs. And you sell whenever you want to sell. This is up to you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time.